Hello everybody, my name is Jody. My husband David John and I have a small farm in the panhandle of North Idaho. These are our stories and adventures. So, welcome to Moose Flats Farm. And as you can see, we are in the kitchen. I'm going to show you a quick zucchini stir-fry dish that we like to make. It's one of those you can make it inside or you can do this outside on the barbecue. So let me show you what we're going to be using in today's recipe. So I have chopped up yellow zucchini and green peppers, bite-sized pieces. I have some kielbasa that I have cut on the diagonal. A little bit of tomato. This will be at the very end. And some onion and garlic scapes. So we're going to start with melting butter and caramelizing the onions and the garlic scapes. I'm not a big fan of onions, but I understand their use in culinary because they do add a rich, deep flavor, especially if they've been caramelized. So this is going to be our first step. So the first step to this is going to be, and I'm melting a half a cup of butter. I know that seems like a lot, but butter does add so much flavor to a dish. Okay, now that I've got the butter melted, I'm going to add, and this is just half of an onion that's chopped fine and 2 garlic scapes. And we're just going to cook these down until they're a little on the brown side, which means that the onions are caramelized. That brings out the sweetness in the onion. This reminds me of back in my restaurant days, the caramelizing of the onions in the butter, the steam in the face. It just smells amazing. Okay, there, as you can see, the onions are starting to turn, and because I don't want them to get too overcooked, I'm going to add, and I just did 1 link of kielbasa, because I also want this to kind of brown. And as you see, the onions are starting to turn brown and be caramelized. So they're infusing their flavors into the kielbasa. It's adding its own flavor to the dish. that's looking really good. I'm gonna turn the temperature down a little bit and add the cucumbers and the green peppers. And as you see, a couple bites of each. So I'm just going to put the lid on these guys just to kind of steam the zucchini and the green bell peppers. Okay, so this has been steaming for about 5 minutes. Zucchinis are starting to get a little cooked down, and it's one of those, depending on how you like your zucchini as to how long you will cook it. I'm going to call them pretty much done. Sorry, that was totally off camera tasting it, but it still has a little bit of a crunch. I'm going to add, and yeah, this is a store-bought tomato, but it's the only tomato I have. So I'm just going to add this for a little color and flavor. We'll let that basically steam for about 5 minutes and it should be completely done. You can do a bowl of rice, which is not one of David John's favorites, and with his health issues, not something he really should be eating. Or you can do pasta noodles, another not a good choice for him. So we eat a lot of the stir fries minus the base level, so we eat a lot more vegetables than just to get the meal level up. But that is a quick, easy zucchini stir fry. And I forgot to mention, you can salt and pepper this or season it however you like. We really don't use a lot of salt, pepper every now and then. We really like the flavors of the vegetables to stand out, and sometimes adding salt and pepper does enhance the flavor of the vegetables. So I did this without adding any seasoning. Another thing I could have added in here, if they were ready, I could have added some my own peppers, like a little bit of jalapeno, which would have gone in at the beginning when I was sauteing the onions and the garlic scapes, just to add some heat to it. That is a delicious looking little stir fry. Very simple in flavor and taste, very simple in how to create. So when David John gets home from work, which should be here shortly, we'll have him do a taste test and see what he thinks of my creation. So back with you guys in just a couple minutes. Well, David John is home. Say hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
And he's got a plate of tonight's dinner, so he's going to give us a taste test.
So, Yeah. Of course, out of the garden, so like always, it's horrible. Finally getting to the point where we can have good fresh vegetables. Always a great time of the year. Once you get to the point where you have so many, then you get to gift them to other people, which is another cool thing about this time of year. But very good. Thanks, Lane.
You're welcome. So thank you guys for coming along, and I hope you enjoyed this quick, easy little zucchini out of the garden recipe, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.
See ya.